welcome to my journey. I thought we'd do us a chatting haul today. It's Tuesday. Y'all know what that means. It is sprinkling just a little bit of rain, so I don't know if it's supposed to rain all day or just maybe a little bit this morning or what's going on. Excuse me. I should have brought my hat I bought from the concert in case it rains. Listen, you see, I told her, let's leave the fringe, and it's really grown out. I said, let's leave the fringe. I think I can do it because my hair was longer when it grew out. The way the girl had cut it, it had got longer, and it was like fringy down there, and it wasn't bothering me. So I said, well, let's just leave a little bit. I think I'll be okay. No, I'm not. I'm not okay. I am not okay. What Jelly Roll says, you know what I'm saying? This stuff, I was so hot at the concert, my head was sweating so bad, my hair was plastered to me. These sprigs back here were like crunchy sticks, where the sweat had sweated and dried, and it was just crunchy. So now that it's turning hot, it's got to go. So I see her this afternoon. Oh, there's the popo. I better slow my roll. Because he's pointing this way, but that don't mean he can't turn around and go that way. But when you come down that hill back there, you pick up speed, and because it's only 35 right here, and then where he's sitting back that way is 45. And this is a known spot since they put this road in. This is a known spot for them to pull you over. If you go from 45 to when it's 35 and you're not 35, they'll get you. They'll get you. Everybody that knows this road, when they're coming down this way, you'll just see brake lights. That's all you'll see is brake lights, because they know that, listen, when they first built this road, they drove it home. Look what I got. Oh, let me tell you. I got me a purple cotton candy. It's new. Okay, so y'all know I watched the race on Sunday. Well, I was sitting there, and my boy finished third. Thought he was going to finish second. He finished third. I got home with 3 laps to go. He was in second. I had to go back out and get something. He come back in, finished third. Whatever. That's better than he has all year. Yeah. So I was sitting there, and Holly called. She said, hey, what you doing? I said, watching the race. What you doing? She said, well, I just didn't know if you wanted to go out dilly-dallying. She said, thrift store or whatever. I said, yeah, we can do that. I don't care if the race is on. I don't care what's on TV, what you're doing. If it's something you can't get out of, obviously. But otherwise, when your baby girl calls and wants to dilly-dally with you, you go dilly-dallying. So we went to the Goodwills, and we were coming out of one of them, and she got a message from her friend, and it said, look what I found. I found purple cotton candy, and these just came out. I found purple cotton candy at Sam's. So we were in the car when she got it, and we were sitting still, and she pulled up our Sam's, and it said they had it. She said, let's go. I said, let's go. So we headed off to Sam's. We went in. We immediately found, because it said that showed energy drinks, you know, where they were. So we went to that aisle. We found the purple. It was just a box of 12, just purple, where they have multi-packs too, but they all have cherry in them. I don't like cherry. I don't like any of the cherries. Well, I had already looked, and I told Holly, I said, I've got to go to Sam's and check it out, but I hadn't been yet. They have a multi-pack of the last 3 that they just re-released. The Sherbet Swirl, the Cotton Candy, and the Strawberry Sunrise, and I like all 3 of those. I said they're supposed to have that. So we found the purple. The other one wasn't on our aisle, but we found one that was busted open, and we're like, oh, it's here somewhere. And we were on a mission, like, we're going to find it. She said, well, maybe it's on an end cap. I said, it might be. So that's actually good. We were walking around, and I looked down through the aisle of drinks on the other side, through to the end cap, and I saw them sitting there. I said, I found them. So I started doing my little fast walk. She got her phone and took a snap of me that quick, trying to get up to the drinks because I was so excited, and she captured it on the hunt for Alani and had me walking, and I didn't even know. I didn't check it when I was out with her, and when I got home later I checked it. I'm like, that girl. Oh, that girl, she got me good. She got me good. But I picked up a few things at Goodwill, not many, just a couple. She picked her up a couple things. Excuse me. And then when we got home, it was on the way home. I said, oh, it was looking dark. She said, yeah. She said, it looks like it's going to rain. I said, well, as long as it don't rain on us until we can get our stuff in, because she bought the purple, I bought the multi, and we were splitting them in half. The closer we got to the house, the bottom fell out. I mean, the bottom fell out. And it was raining so hard, we didn't know how long it was going to take. So I'm just like, I'll just run in. So I ran in to get my umbrella and a bag to put the drinks in. Just let her take the boxes home, right? Well, let me tell you. From my driveway to my back door, I got soaking wet. So I got in there. I got my umbrella. I had to get my car keys to get a bag because my bags are back here. And when I went out, she had her umbrella and a Bob the Builder blanket over her, standing in the back, dividing out drinks. So I got the bag up there to her so she could put mine in the bag. And then I got my few little things I bought, put them in the bag, and by the time I got in, I was sopping wet. And would you know, after we got all that done, it wasn't too long when it quit raining. But we're just like, well, we don't know how long we're gonna have to sit here. We just, neither one of us gonna melt. Oh, I'm behind the bus. I don't want to cut in front of this little student driver over here. It might make them nervous. Let's see, yep, it's summertime. I started to say it's schooling, but they have driver's ed in the summer too. Did y'all take driver's ed in a class? We had a driver's ed class. I don't know if they actually have the class. We had the driver's ed learning part of the class, and then we had the driving part of the class. I can't remember how the kids did it. I really can't remember. But that's how we did it. And back then, when you turned 16, you could go get your license. Now it's like, I don't know how they do it. You have to have your permit for so many days or months or whatever, and this and that and the other before you can get your license. So when you turn 16, that don't necessarily mean you qualify to get your driving license. I remember the day I turned 16, Mama took me. I'm like, I'm 16, I get my license today. That was an exciting day. And yes, I passed on the first try, got my license. That was when it was exciting back then. Now I don't think you can make you can make a big, obviously you can make a big deal of it because you're getting your license, but the part about turning 16 and being able to get them, I don't think you can do that anymore unless they've changed it back. A lot of things changed, don't it? But so I'm trying to think. Oh, you know, I got that medicine for my psoriasis. I went yesterday and she showed me how to do it. It's a pen, but it's not an Ozempic type pen. Ozempic's just got that teensy weensy little needle, and you poke it in your skin. You wind it up to get your dosage. You poke it, and you just put the button on the end, and it goes, and it's done. This one, she says, is like an EpiPen. You have to pinch up your skin, like on your thigh, pinch it up, and it's a bigger pen, bigger around, and you put it on your skin, and then you have to mash the button and push it down the whole at the same time. It didn't hurt, but it was not as easy as the little girl was just a little nurse. She was tiny. She had a hard time. She had like 4 times before she actually got it to mash and go in. So I'm hoping it's not like that every time. At least it's only, I took one now. I take one in 4 weeks. But the nurse advocate, I have a nurse advocate from the company who makes the drug assigned to me, and I can call her at any time with any questions whatsoever. And this is a free service from the company. And I got it when I called to get the savings card, but turned out that my out-of-pocket, I don't know if I told you, my out-of-pocket medical insurance has been covered. So now everything is free for the rest of the year. I love free medicine, let me tell you. This will probably be the last year I get it, because I can't think of any other surgeries and a bunch of procedures that I'm going to have like I have the past 5 years. 6 years, I don't know. At least 6 years I've met my out-of-pocket every year. When I have to go back to paying medicine full time all year long, I'm just not going to know what to think about that. It is a very nice perk of our insurance. And the out-of-pocket is not that outrageous. You have a few procedures and you're there. But so I don't have to pay for it, nothing. It's just a service that they provide for you for free, which I thought was really nice. She answered some questions for me that the dermatologist didn't answer. I learned some things. I told her, I said, now I'm having she told me when my next shot would be like July 13th, which is my birthday. I will be 64. It's not a Friday, but anyway. And she said, oh, you better reach out to your surgeon because the medicine is a biologic. She said it can prohibit proper healing because it is an immune disorder that I have, and the thing is like live cells that go in and attack things and do things to keep it from doing the plaque psoriasis and all this and that. She said you better talk to him and find out when he wants you to take that shot because he might not want you to take it that close to surgery. She said, so you reach out to him. I said, well, I'm glad I brought it up because, you know, I'll talk. You talk to me, I'm just going to bring up a subject, whether you need to know about it or not. But turns out, my talking, she did need to know about it. I didn't know that she needed to know about it. And, oh, pretty crowded today. Oh, I should have parked right there. Pretty crowded today. Somebody's done got what I wanted. I know it. I can see it. I see it. So, she said what she wants to do is when I do take my first, and I messaged the doctor, and the nurse got back to me and said she needed some more information before she told him about it. But the nurse from the company wants to do a Zoom or some kind of type of call with me for me to do my own first dose at home. Now that's pretty cool. She just wants to make sure I'm comfortable with it and do it right and everything because it is different from Ozempic. It wasn't painful, but the jabbing part I wasn't real fond about. Well, I am here at my senior citizens Goodwill Day, and I'm not going to go to Charlotte today. I ain't feeling it. So let's run in here, and I'll be back for something. Okay, well, I'm back home. I didn't film nothing else. I've been everywhere today. Didn't hardly buy a thing. I went to all my Goodwills. Well, the first Goodwill I went to, I found one thing. This. It was $2 with 25% off. I want it in there in the kitchen. I think I'm going to put a little teapot on it. I need to clean it real good. I might stain it, you know. So I found that, and I was heading to the front, and I didn't have my wallet in my pocket. I'm like, oh, where's my wallet? So I told my little girl, she's always in there. I said, honey, will you hold this for me? I got to go back home. So I come back home. So by the time I got back home and got back down there and stood in line, C-Van was open. And it never happens that way. So I went down to C-Van, didn't find nothing. And went from C-Van to, where did I go? Oh, Salisbury. Went to Salisbury and didn't find nothing at Nazareth. Found this for $2. See? At the Goodwill up there. And I know where I'm going to put it. Smaller. That's what I was looking for in my building. I have a big one with a different pattern, and I put it on one side of my kitchen up against the wall, and then that one I think I know where I'm going to put it as decoration. And then Habitat. This is the only other thing I found was just some, in the free buggy, some food magazines. So that's it. I went back from Nazareth, from Habitat, I come back down, went to both Goodwills here in town. I went to Wanda's, and then I come back through and went to Vintage Treasures, I think it's what it's called. It's just like a consignment store. I very rarely ever have bought anything in there. I think maybe twice I've bought something. I just go in there and stroll around because I can't afford it. It's beautiful stuff, but I can't afford it. And there's a lot of stuff I have that I own that's in there, and I'm just looking at the prices and going, gosh, if I want to sell them, you know, I can make a booth out of stuff that I got, but I ain't going to because I like my stuff. But that's it for today. Now, I'm going to go in here and sit down a little while before I have to go get my hair cut. I was all around her today where I go, but that's okay. She's quitting. She had that stroke. She's a young girl, in her 40s. She might be in her 50s by now. I'm not sure. She's not far into them, if at all. And she had a stroke behind her eye, and she's still kind of half blind in that one eye. And she works somewhere else like 3 days a week, and then she was working down here like 3 days a week. And she's just eat up with arthritis. She's in a bad way. And ain't big as a minute, you know what I'm saying? So she's quitting down here where I go. So after all these years, but I thought, well, I need to see her one more time. She had her dates put up that she was available, so I had to see her one more time and get this mess off my neck. So, well, that's all I know today. Did nothing else exciting happen. Not a single solitary thing. Oh, and I went to Salvation Army. I didn't say find nothing today. And I told Wanda when I was leaving, I said, well, I ain't no strike my fancy. She looked at me, she said, just must not be in shopping mood. I said, I must not be. Because you see what I got, so I must not have been in a shopping mood. But I went to a whole lot of places. So anyway, that'll do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you when I see you.